Let's start on solid ground. In this video, I'm going to try and convince you to do a bit of gardening and take a stab at growing your own food. And then I'm going to give you the details of a local project where you can try that for free. Because even though I flipping love gardening and I 100% think it's something we should all be doing more of, I hate it when some smiley guy shows up on your device and butters you up with a load of facts because he's going to try and get you to do something at the end of the video. So I'm going to start with the ask, and the ask is do some gardening. Now I'm going to tell you why I think you should. I literally don't have time in this video to list all the peer-reviewed scientific studies that demonstrate that gardening is great for your mental health, but it makes a lot of intuitive sense. It's mindful work in the great outdoors. It's just distracting enough to take your mind off what's bothering you, but not so much that you get stressed out all over again, and it lasts for a good long time, so you get a good break from whatever's going on in your head. It's not so much about switching off. I don't know about you, but I feel like I've lost my ability to switch off, but more like switching over, changing the channel to something more peaceful. Plus, it's a great way to learn new skills, and learning new stuff has also been proven to be great for your mental health. Experts agree that the key to physical health is not really what activity you choose, but more about staying consistently active. Gardening is light to moderate work that gets you out of your chair and out of your house, and best of all, it doesn't require expensive classes or memberships or equipment. Or, well, maybe a fork, but you can borrow my fork. But Joshua, you say, having just discovered that that is my name. The man next door did his back in digging out a tree root, and now he just lies on the floor all day. To which I say, number one, buy that man some grapes, he's only next door. And number two, yes, any physical activity can be dangerous if you do it half-cocked. But the good thing about gardening is that you can do it at your own pace. Plus, it's such a varied activity that you're sure to find something that's right for you, even if you have different accessibility needs. Yeah, this is a big one. We are going through a cost of living crisis in this country at the moment, and I don't want to be all doom and gloom about it, but it's unlikely that food is going to get any cheaper anytime soon. We're also living through climate change, which can be a bit overwhelming. How is a regular person supposed to address global heating and a supply chain crisis? It's not even Saturday yet. Turns out there is one thing you can do. You can start growing your own food. It's great for the environment, it lessens your carbon footprint, and it's basically free. Now, I know what you're going to say. Free, you need spades and seeds and space. Most of all, where am I going to get that for free? And that is a good point and well made. That stuff does normally have a cost attached. So the only way to get it for next to nothing is to buddy up, which is useful because my next point is...
Back in the day, and I mean really back in the day, food production was a collective enterprise. You shared the labour, you shared what you grew. If that sounds a bit too hippy-dippy for you, I challenge you to eat a full crop of cauliflower all by yourself. Or eat a single flipping potato when it's your plants the slugs have got. It just makes sense to share around. Now in this day and age, very few of us are lucky to have the time and the land to be able to grow our own food. It's not right, it's not fair. Everyone should have a garden in my humble opinion, but since we can't change that, we can try and change who's allowed to use green space and how we support each other to do it.
That's where groups like Communigrow come in. We help local people find spaces where they can start growing their own food, and then we help you get set up and teach you how to do it for free. It's actually pretty straightforward to learn, but there are lots of fruit and veg and grains and pulses and herbs, so you could be learning new skills for the rest of your life if you really vibe for it. If you've been feeling a bit bored and lonely recently, it's a great way of meeting new people and staying active. If you've got kids that are off on the summer holidays, bring them down. It'll keep everybody entertained. If you are a kid and you're watching this and you're thinking, but why? Then I will leave you with point 5. It is. It's so much fun. It's sun and sunflowers and fresh veg and salad you made yourself and cups of tea with people that you like. I feel like people have this idea about gardening that it's all back-breaking labour or really delicate roses while you keep up with the neighbours. And yes, some people make it into that, but mostly, especially if you pitch in alongside someone else, what it is fun. Right now, the world seems stressful and complicated, and it feels like we could all use a distraction from our work, from the news, from our phones. So go out there and get distracted. Get your hands in the soil and get out of your head and have some fun. You deserve it. This is Park Wood Plots. It used to be an allotment and it soon will be again. As you can see, members of the community have already been hard at work here, and starting in the 3rd week of August, I think it's on the Tuesday, details will be on the screen here somewhere, we will be running a half dozen sessions throughout the week to really get this place off the ground. We will be putting in some green stuff, we'll be doing a lot of make, do and mend, we'll be fixing up the gazebo at the back. This will eventually be a volunteer-driven project where local people can come and grow their own food. And I reckon by the end of that week, we will be off to a flying start. So I really hope to see you, yes, you, here then.